What's going on, people? It is the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast coming at y'all once again. We actually can talk about wrestling this week. We don't have a lot of toxicity to talk about. We're going to touch on a little bit of it, but before we do, let me go ahead and jump in and introduce the rest of the squad. First of all, I got to introduce the one and only, my one and only, KD Cosplay.
Yeah. Hey,
Girl, see, look, you gotta stop because we just it's gonna be something totally different. All right. I'm trying to keep this real PG, but she gonna make me. I'm gonna have to pull the Val Venus out one day. She gonna make me do it. The Val Venus out. All right, okay. Coming to the stage next, my boy representing that blurred over squad, the one, the only, Static Jones, baby.
Hey. How's everybody doing?
My guy, still recovering from Dragon Con, which I heard. I didn't get a chance to experience it, but I heard it was super lit.
Oh yeah. And that ain't even the word, bro.
Oh, it was okay. It was like that then, man. Ugh, okay then. All right. Coming on next here. He's back this week. He got his hip replaced. He got them prune peels popping off, and we got our eldest member of the squad, ladies and gentlemen. My uncle, your uncle, Navy Montel.
See, this is why we should have never let him out that pet shop, because I'm telling you, them other hamsters is missing you right now. Give his butt some kibble. He think he grown. What up, y'all? What's going on?
I love you, man. I really did miss you last week that you weren't here. I really did miss you.
Trust me, I missed everybody too. And next year, it's going to be a change. Y'all need to come. Static and I was lonely.
You were lonely?
Aww. We was lonely.
Aww.
You know, me and about 65,000 other people. We missed the fuck out of y'all. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that you were so lonely, but I'm glad you back though. It's good to hear you have recovered from Dragon Con, unlike Static over here. But let's go ahead and introduce the man they have all come to see. He was just featured on Layla Gray's IG story. He is featured podcast on the 114th ranked podcast of wrestling of all the world. He often roots for the Tar Heels and recognizes Duke as the worst team in North Carolina. He is the unexcusable truth. Heel Joe.
In person.
I hate it here. No, sir, I don't like it.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. After the introduction, all we got was his forehead, bruh. I think the production value was a little bit bad.
We might have to change the. Hey, Nix, make sure you change the white balance because Navy, his beard might blow it out. You know, make sure we get the white balance correct. Talking about my forehead, sir. Hey, do I have to come to Norfolk?
Come on now. Nobody said it was easy being a human blizzard. Let's go. What you got?
It's because you got the beard oil and sponsorships. You know, you was on Layla Gray's page too.
Whatever. Yeah. Trust me.
And when we put Athena in that story, so that bring you a step closer, my guy. You a step
closer.
That
much closer to Athena.
I will scream.
You're welcome.
I was screaming like a 3-year-old.
You're welcome.
Did you hear me?
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, baby.
No, I'll drink to that.
Oh God.
Oh man. All right, y'all. First of all, we are going to shout out Miss Layla Gray, a member of the AEW roster, for putting the Color Commentary podcast in her story. Much appreciated, Miss Layla Gray.
Thank you.
Also, big shout out to big shout out to Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was inducted into the International Wrestling Hall of Fame. I didn't even know such a thing, but apparently he has been inducted. So we're gonna give applause to them for that.
Give me a hell yeah!
Hell yeah!
Hell
That's
yeah, in
what's
German and in Spanish.
Yes,
and
all,
Portuguese.
all the hell yes, all the hell
Oh yeah,
yes.
the international.
Yeah,
No more
that's it.
oregano. Thank you.
I didn't know it was a thing. Like I thought it was just WWE Hall of Fame, TNA Hall of Fame, and that was it.
NWA has the Hall of Fame.
Like, let me tell you, as a wrestler, you know you a bad motherfucker if people from other countries recognize you.
You know what I'm saying? You know you a bad motherfucker. They talking about you over
There you go.
They talking about you over in Japan and everything else.
You successful. You somebody.
You successful. All right.
I got nothing.
Before we hop into the shits, we got one last introduction to do. She has finally graced us with her presence.
Hey.
And Heel Jones has departed.
Like that's in true heel fashion.
He'll be back. He'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, one half of the Color Commentary Wrestling Tag Team Champions, along with KD, the one and only, my girl, the highest ranking member of the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast, Lucia.
Oh my god, girl!
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you. You have no idea. Oh, here he comes again. Okay, thank you for coming.
As glamorous as ever.
Lou,
hey, let's get it.
Oh, I'm good. I'm high as hell.
Hey, listen, I'm glad you're doing well, Lulu. I'm glad you're doing well. You look glorious as ever, but don't you ever upstage me, okay?
Oh wow, that got dark.
Coming in
already. All right, y'all. We not AEW.
Everybody has to have competition. Everyone has competition.
Coming in already with the gunshots. Coming in already.
Heel Jones is healing it up already.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and hop into this damn show, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest set for one fall.
One
fall.
Oh, damn.
I missed it too. I'm like, what are they talking about?
We gonna get this one day.
It's just like those young bucks. It's just like them young bucks. Just
both missed it. Like what?
I thought it was funny because we all said one fall, and the same time she said, "Oh damn!" I said, "That's perfect."
No, I said it before y'all. Then you said it, and then I was like, "Damn!" While y'all was saying it, so.
But you said it.
Look, my sound went out for a second, so I didn't hear it till y'all said it one fall, and I was like, "Huh?"
One fall. One fall. All right.
One fall. Got it. Nailed it.
For the wrestling podcast community, you see what I have to work with here.
Great.
You're working with excellence.
I was about to say, we bring light to this dark world. So,
amen, y'all do. Okay,
especially with that beard.
Let's run through Raw real quick.
Dominic
Mysterio.
What is happening?
Dominic Mysterio officially aligned with Judgment Day. We had a fatal 4-way tag team match, and it was interrupted by a returning monster among monsters, Braun Strowman.
That was so random, though. I don't know how to feel about him popping.
Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah defeated Nikki Ash and Doudrop. Afterwards, it looked like Nikki Ash had took off her mask and threw it at Doudrop, possibly teasing the return of Nikki Cross.
I hope so.
Please.
Good.
I missed the psychotic Nikki.
Yes,
absolutely.
She was absolutely frightening.
For
real.
Mm-hmm.
I loved her in NXT. That match with her and Asuka,
oh my god,
amazing!
That was 5 stars right there.
Let me tell you, while Alexis was still doing that the Fiend thing, her and Crazy Nikki would have been a good match.
Yes, and I never understood why they didn't bring her back while she was doing that,
especially after the Fiend actually left. That would have made her character make sense
That
too.
would have made so much
If
more
she was
sense.
turning people, yeah. If she was
Yeah.
turning people, I never understood why they just didn't make her sister Abigail. Like, if she was gonna be scary anyway, why not make her sister Abigail instead of like a psychotic doll
Exactly.
baby? Never
Yeah,
understood.
missed
Because that makes so much
opportunities,
sense.
but
Yeah.
that was all under the watchful eye of the senile McMahon. But we're in brighter days now. Kevin Owens then mocked Austin Theory's chances of successfully cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase. Then Kevin Owens went on to defeat Austin Theory in a one-on-one match. Bianca Belair interrupted Damage Control, saying that she will have an open challenge next week on Raw. Damian Priest then defeated Rey Mysterio. Bobby Lashley then defeated The Miz in a steel cage match to retain the United States Championship. As Miz attempted to exit the cage, he was interrupted by Dexter Lumis sliding out from the bottom of the ring, being the creepy as fuck guy that he is.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hollering. That one made me laugh so hard.
That was wild. On to SmackDown. From this past Friday, we had the Imperium in a six-man tag match defeat the Brawling Brutes.
I hate that
Not
name.
sure why they call themselves that, but they're a pretty decent team, decent match. We then had Drew McIntyre launch a steel chair attack on Solo Sikoa, who then took out Sami Zayn when he got involved and challenged the newest member of the Bloodline to a SmackDown match. Solo is now officially on the main roster and a part of the Bloodline. Raquel Rodriguez and Leah continued their championship tour by defeating Toxic Attraction. Ronda Rousey then destroyed 4 other women to win a SmackDown Women's title match opportunity against Liv Morgan at the upcoming WWE Extreme Rules premium live event.
Nice recovery.
The Street Profits and Hit Row then defeated Los Lotharios and the Maximum Male Models in an 8-man tag team match. Snoozer there. Then we had Braun Strowman show up on SmackDown because apparently he can go wherever he wants, and he destroyed the Alpha Academy. It wasn't a match. He just beat their asses. Finally, we wrapped up the night with Drew McIntyre versus Solo Sikoa, ending in a no contest when Drew McIntyre was suddenly attacked in a black and white rendition by Karrion Kross. So all that happened. Meanwhile, during the entire night, I feel like my man Sami Zayn was living his absolute best life because he is getting to hang with the black kids. Then we move on to the NXT 2.0. Gallus interrupted an attack.
Are you really covering this in 2022? Are you really covering this?
Hey man, we gotta go through the. Hey, we could talk about Impact.
I mean,
oh no.
Hey,
they got some good wrestlers, but no.
Yeah, so Gallus interrupted and attacked Tyler Bate. Doudrop and Nikki Ash defeated Toxic Attraction in a losers bracket from the Women's Tag Team Championships. JD McDonough then defeated Wes Lee, which was a bit of a squash. Meiko Saramura defeated Roxanne Perez. I don't know who either of them are, but okay. Ricochet then being back in NXT defeated Trick Williams, citing that it is not over between him and Carmelo Hayes, which I hope it is not, because him and Carmelo Hayes tore it down at Worlds Collide. Axiom, the newest masked luchador, defeated Nathan Frazier in his first match in the best of 3 series. Tyler Bate and Braun Breaker then defeated Joe and Mark Kofi. And then they ended the night with a classic pose from the Steiner brothers, which I don't think they should be doing that because Braun Breaker doesn't even go by the name Steiner. But whatever. Moving on to some wrestling, or from sports entertainment here, we have the wrap-up from Dynamite. Of course, the Dynamite show kicked off with an announcement from Tony the Shield Khan. Thanking
that
everyone.
Was nice.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Tony Khan didn't thank everyone for joining, citing that he has been forced to vacate the AEW World Championship as well as the AEW World Trios Championship. Okay, whatever. New World Trios champions will be crowned that night at Dynamite, while the AEW World Championship is now going to a tournament of the Grand Slam Tournament of Champions, featuring Chris Jericho, Hangman Adam Page, Bryan Danielson, TNT champions, former TNT champion Darby Allin, former TNT champion Sami Zayn, and of course John.
Sammy Guevara.
You big Sammy Guevara to win this? Okay. So
No,
yeah,
no. You said Sami Zayn. I was correcting you.
Sorry, Sammy Guevara. I apologize so much. I apologize. It's just that Sammy's been having his best life,
Put it together, call him Sammy Kazane. There you go. There you go. You got a whole new wrestler.
After that, we had the return of the asshole MJF come out to the ring in a Buffalo Bills Josh Allen jersey, cutting a nice promo. Narrated by John Moxley. They had a few words back and forth, and then Mox proceeded to cut a very Cody Rhodes-esque promo, saying it's not time just to win. This is a time to be winning right now. It's time to be a legend. So that got everyone all hyped up in the fields. That felt pretty good. Then we finally had the AEW World Trios Championship match, Death Triangle versus the Best Friends, which saw the Death Triangle becoming the AEW World Trios champions.
They finally got a W. They finally got a W as a team.
I saw it coming. I called it, when you're on the inside.
I'm just happy they finally got a W because the Death Triangle as a team, they've been taking some L's lately, man.
Mm-hmm.
They have. What was that, Lou? What was that, Lou? You want to speak on it, Lou?
What?
No.
They've been taking some L's.
Okay, I just I got some receipts.
Usually,
I didn't see it happening. I didn't see it happening.
Yeah, usually they always lose because someone rips the mask off of one of them.
Is that why you didn't see it? Because your eyes are squinted?
Honestly.
It's because the eyes were tight. They were a little blush.
Not tight. Not eyes was tight. That's funny. Okay.
Then we had a match with Penelope Ford and the interim AEW Women's Champion, Toni Storm. Toni Storm is in great shape. Of course, she has lost hella weight.
Tremendous amount of weight. I'm glad somebody brought that up because I was like, Toni Storm looks like a rain shower.
Yeah, I mean, she looks good, but she has lost weight in the most obvious of places.
Oh, yeah. But she lost she lost weight when she was in WWE. But now that she's back in AEW, she's starting to gain a little bit back.
I think she's starting to bulk up. Like she's gaining muscle because she's actually wrestling on a regular. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's become her body looks more fit than it did when she was in.
That's true.
Her booty's starting to fill in a little more too.
A little bit. She have a muscle butt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's a good butt. It's a good butt.
Muscle booty.
Good butt.
Oh my.
Hey yo.
Can't go wrong with muscle booty.
Okay. What? Muscle? What jingle are you singing?
Muscle booty.
The bump of the week is brought to you by Navy Montel's Muscle Booty
muscle Booty protein supplements. I'm making the artwork tonight.
Let's go.
Don't worry, baby. I got the muscle booty for you. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Turn of the night, muscle booty.
Oh man. The Acclaimed then came out going a little back and forth with Swerve in Your Glory. I really do hope they get those titles off of them because right now the Acclaim is white hot right now with the t-shirts and the
I just hate that Swerve interrupted them because you knew that Max Caster had something cooking up on that mic, man. You knew after everything that's happened, you knew Max Caster was going to say something.
But you know what, though? I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Maybe Tony was like, don't say nothing about it. We just don't have him interrupt you because it's too much attention already. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, that could have been what happened.
Yeah, because honestly, yeah, like because he would have said some shit. Because the first thing I said after all this, I was like, damn, Max Caster rap about to be good as hell. But then I was like, and then when it didn't happen, I was like, Tony, stop that one.
Yeah, he was like, not tonight.
Yeah,
and the Swerve already getting some heel heat because of that.
No, like I was pissed. I was like, now why does nigga come out right now? He know good and damn well that we had a rap to listen to.
That part.
He was gonna have some bars for that ass. We then had a TNT championship match, Wardlow versus the premier athlete Tony Nese. Not too premier because it was pretty much a squash match. Then we had the first round.
They had a botch at the beginning of his entrance. It cut to him in the back saying, "Where's my music? Where's my?" That was a botch, and the people in the truck.
Right, we did that on purpose.
Yeah, that was their fuck up. So we had the first round of the Dynamite Wild Card Grand Slam Championship Tournament match. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, going up against the bullshit EVP, Hangman Adam Page. Pretty decent match. We had Bryan Danielson win that to move on into the tournament.
I knew that he was going to get. I knew Heyman was going to get eliminated earlier because all of the members of the Elite are getting punished right now.
Yeah, that's kind of that we kind of see that happening. Next, we had a promo from Stokely.
Wait, can I say something?
Go ahead.
I didn't think that the reason why Heyman lost was because of that. I thought it had nothing to do with that. I think he was always gonna lose it. I think that they want Bryan and Mox in the end.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
facts. Because that's the only way. Like, you got to do something. Like, you just had all this shit happen. You got to do something big.
Yeah, they do.
And if they fight each other, both faces getting cut open.
You know it. You know it's about to be Blood City. I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah. I was like, Lou's gonna love it.
Oh my God, give it to me.
Anyone else notice that every time they face each other, they actually throw closed fists at each other, like, bruh, take it easy, damn.
Like, look, don't punch me no more. You punch me, I'm going to the trunk on your ass. Straight.
I feel like that old comedian JJ. Don't hit me like that, no damn mo. I see you coming in, but don't hit me like that, no damn mo.
Main event time. We had the Ring of Honor Pure Championship match. Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia. This one was fucking fire. In the end, we had Daniel Garcia win the Pure Championship. I didn't know that the rules of that match consisted of they can only touch the ropes so many times.
Yeah, you're only allowed 3 rope breaks.
Yeah,
Ring of Honor rules.
Pure wrestling rules is different.
Lulu called that one. Go back to last week's episode.
I remember years ago, CM Punk and AJ Styles fought for that title, and they had the exact same rule.
Yeah, like I didn't know about that, but that was actually very good. It made for a better match, and definitely was awesome. Bryan Danielson came out to congratulate him. He actually put the belt on Daniel Garcia in attempts to continue to get custody over Daniel Garcia. But
Wheeler Yuta was looking a little irritated about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, he looked like hey, hold on, bro. Like, that ain't even crew. What you doing?
See, I didn't like that. I was like, nah, they gotta be, each other's niggas. Like, come on, like, yeah, like they can't do the not my guys. Like, both of my guys, nah.
We will see what develops from there. Finally, we have the AEW Rampage results. We had another Grand Slam tournament Rampage wildcard match. Sammy Guevara and Darby Allin. This one, another classic between these two guys. In the end, Sammy with heelish tactics pulled out the win, and took the W over Darby Allin. We then had an interruption by the TV champion of Ring of Honor, Samoa Joe, come out to the ring, talking that yin yang. We're going to do it not in Buffalo, but we're going to do Auburn next week. So I guess it'll be him and Josh Woods in a match next week. We then had Madison Rain and Serena Deeb go one-on-one. Of course, we knew Serena Deeb was going to win that. I hope they do something better with the two of them, because right now we have Mercedes Martinez just kind of holding on to that Ring of Honor title, and she needs another match. And I think Serena Deeb or somebody should take that off of her, because right now she's not doing anything with that.
Right now, she's just a placeholder.
Yeah.
I would like to see it on Serena Deeb, because she's actually like a female version of Dean Malenko. She's like a technician in that ring. And I think it should be on someone like her. She's not marketable at all. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But Martinez hasn't really defended the title. I think she needs to go ahead and drop the belt.
True.
I really hate how they introduced Serena Deeb and Mercedes, because I love Mercedes. I love her in the ring when you give her a chance to go, because she can go. She has proven it over time and over the years. One of my favorite matches was her against Athena. This was about 6 years ago, and my gosh, they tore that shit down.
Yes.
They tore that shit. That's why I love Athena.
I'm sure it's not the only reason you love her, right?
The woman plays Dungeons and Dragons, man. That's a keeper. Let's go.
Yeah. You like
I'm
you
getting
nice
you closer
blur.
and closer, man.
You ain't lying.
You like you a nice blur, like you do.
Well, she's not on the market, so guess what? Next.
So in the night we had
Husband's a lucky guy.
Main event time, Ring of Honor World Title match. The Blackpool Combat Club's Claudio Castagnoli with William Regal by his side, taking on FTR's Dax Harwood. Yo, Dax gets busy as a singles competitor, does he not?
And he be actually wrestling. Like when he's at these little house shows and stuff like that, he be wrestling for real.
Yeah,
like at that New Japan show, I was like, dang, because he literally had a show the night before and had another one coming up the next day, and he got beat up in his show the night before. He be wrestling for real. Like he loved that shit.
He says it all the time. Wrestling saved his life, and he
loved
is
it.
devoted to it, and he shows it every time he gets in the ring.
Yeah.
Every time. And you see that passion. Man, that's that Manny Fernandez, Rick Rude, Dusty Rhodes type of passion you see from WCW. Come in here and put on a show.
Every time.
All right, and then we had, of course, him tap out to Claudio with the sharpshooter to end the night. So that was your recap of this week in wrestling. Let's talk about some news. So this
Here we go.
was considered.
Here we go.
He ain't even opened his mouth, and you already like,
here we go. Here we go. I'm ready for it.
This was considered a rumor. Some people are shooting it down, but right now it's still a rumor. I think it has been debunked, but let's talk about it anyway. The Young Bucks reportedly sent feelers out to AEW. Sorry, not AEW, to WWE, wanting to come aboard after their AEW deals expired. Cody Rhodes may be joined by the Young Bucks, but if it happens, it won't be for a couple of years. The Wrestling Observer's Ryan Frederick stated on the F4W board, the Bucks sent out feelers through a WWE talent. It should be noted that this is something that a lot of wrestlers do, and there are no indications that Matt and Nick Jackson want to leave AEW. However, it has also been said lately that the Bucks and Kenny have all three been very, very silent, not even conversing with anyone at AEW during their time of suspension. It's very natural for rumors like this to come out during such a sensitive time in wrestling. But just to play devil's advocate, do you guys maybe perhaps see one day The Bucks going no. Okay, all right. I will leave that alone then.
Reason why I agree with Navy Montel is because that if they go to WWE, they're going to be called the Jackson Bros. They're going to have a stupid ass gimmick. They're not going to have the control that they had at these other, wrestling companies. So I really don't see them going over there to be jobbers and things like that.
And they're gonna get squashed by the Usos.
In other words,
they'll get squashed by the Alpha Academy, some bullshit.
All the work those two have put in, and I tell you, when I tell you the Bucks have added so much to the caliber of tag team wrestling around the world and how it's regarded, they put in work. So what happens is most of the time, anybody who goes to the WWE who's put in work outside the company has created a reputation of being a worker, being in the ring, supporting and uplifting other young talent. They come in here, they become a sideshow. They change their name. They change what they wear. They change their music. And now you introduce them to Mildred and Charlotte, who don't know who the hell they are, but you talk to a real wrestling fan who knows them outside, they're mad. They're pissed off.
Yeah, the Buck experience.
Wait, that was amazing. That was amazing.
It's gonna mess them up, dude.
I fucks with you, sir. Yes, sir.
That was amazing.
That goes right there with muscle booty. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Muscle
booty. They're gonna come out with like the print. They're gonna come out with they're gonna have Prince tights with the booties out. Just some crazy nonsense. I hate WWE. What they do. They want people. They want to push. They want to push their homegrown people. If you came up and made your name in WWE, they will push you. But if you come outside, like even AJ Styles, he's getting a couple of looks, man. But he kind of dwindled off. Like it's, yeah. I don't know. I don't like it.
AJ came into the company a juggernaut, and they didn't know what to do with him. Said, "Well, we're gonna ride this wave and see how far it goes." AJ's like, "Nigga, I did this, not you."
Yeah, AJ has been with WWE for about like 8, maybe 7 years. Like, he's been with them for a hot
about 7 years. Yeah.
And as far as I can recall, he's only been WWE champion twice. That's crazy.
One is a face and one is a heel.
And that's about what, 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while too. It's been like 4 or 5 years ago. So like, what are we doing with AJ?
Like, yeah, it's like granted, he said, yeah, he definitely doesn't see himself going to any other promotion. He's probably going to retire in WWE, but at the same time, like, WWE, this is not just any old nigga. This is AJ fucking Styles. This ain't just some regular dude. This ain't, this ain't the prom date. This is who you marry. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you can't treat AJ like no regular bitch. You seen that hair? You seen how he can move? This ain't no regular chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, this the one you take, home to mama. This is AJ Styles. I don't know.
I do like when they have him filming drug PSA commercials now. Like, he is a Christian, so he's very serious about that.
Yeah, and that's definitely good. But as far as like him being like a bigger name on this roster, I mean, you put AJ anywhere AJ has been the guy. Whether he has title or not, he's been that guy. And somehow WWE has managed to shrink the legacy of AJ Styles.
And that's what they do.
I mean, despite that, people still love and respect him. They know what he's all about. Like, even before he even showed up in the WWE, people knew what he was all about. Like, when he showed up in the Royal Rumble, yeah, longtime WWE fans like Googling AJ Styles matches so they can get to know him. Everybody respects him now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, hopefully we will see something come of AJ soon, and definitely the news about the Bucks are not true at all.
Speaking of that, AJ threw some pot shots at CM Punk too.
Yeah, there were actually a few shots thrown CM Punk's way, especially during Raw. It was mentioned during, I guess, a cutaway to the commentary team. I think it was I can't think of his name now. I see his face. He's on the he's like the lead commentary guy on Raw. What the fuck is his name now?
Yeah, isn't it bad that we don't know this commentary's name? Like,
because it keeps switching that shit out. Okay.
We just know it's Corey. The only people I know is Corey Graves, Pat McAfee, 90 more.
Michael
Cole. Mar Ranello. He was the only one I cared about.
Michael.
Yeah, because he was like the closest thing we ever had to Jim Ross.
Yeah, Michael Cole.
Michael Cole, man, I never liked Cole. I didn't like Frosted Tip Cole. I didn't like the promo before you go in the ring. Michael Cole, I never liked him.
Nephew, what's good, man?
Junie from Blurred Spot checking in. What up, bro? But Michael Cole even said something to the fact that how there was something going on with Ronda Rousey, and she had further disciplinary actions, but we won't get into that on the air. We're keeping everything under wraps because we want to keep it professional. And I was like, ooh, that was a direct shot at AEW. You ain't telling me shit. That was
dude.
Well, you also had the thing about the
pretty much everybody that was or still is in Bullet Club, they don't like Punk.
Oh hell no!
Except Gallows, but him and Punk go way back.
Even then, you can go way back and still not like somebody because once an asshole, always an asshole. You just accept the stink that comes off of them. That's all.
Like AJ, he was just blunt. He's like, no, I don't look forward to working with him. He's just too unprofessional for me, man. I'm not a fan of what he does.
Oh, sounds like my ex-wife. Yeah.
So they also had a thing about the WWE.
First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
I mean,
ex-wife?
I did that just for you, bro. Yo, your face was worth it. Totally irrelevant to the topic, but it was worth it.
I like
that's
it.
Why I got that. That's why I got that sound. I know one of y'all gonna give me one.
That's all right. This podcast is brought to you by Muscle Booty.
See, here we go.
Muscle Booty.
When you want that quarter to bounce across the street, Muscle Booty.
See, now I'm gonna have to find that screenshot.
Gotta have some smooth jazz in the background. Some smooth jazz in the back.
Play some Kenny G in the background.
And then a picture of She-Hulk twerking.
Oh.
Wow.
What do y'all feel about the whole Twitter thing that the WWE superstars are allowed to tweet about?
Yeah, that was the next. I was gonna bring it up next.
Well, I'm glad I segued into that. You're welcome.
Lord have mercy.
So I seen a tweet from Seth Rollins.
He is on.
Okay, man, I'm hating and healing. That's what I do. Hate and heal. So Seth Rollins, he made a tweet and he had mentioned some of the matches he had liked over the I don't know what you want to call that weekend from last weekend, but he was saying that he enjoyed the Acclaim match and a couple more guys he had named from AEW. So I didn't think when I first saw the tweet of the guys can speak up freely, I thought it was going to be more cheap heat, but it wasn't really that. I think these guys are actually being professional. So shout out to Seth Rollins.
Yeah. And it's great though because now that's another thing.
Speaking of Seth Rollins, we're gonna need you to purchase. We're gonna have to purchase you a loud suit so you can just come out, dress up, and just heal it up. Get one of those loud.
That's the worst gimmick ever. I hate. You know what Seth Rollins is like to me? He looks like that guy who used to sell those books. He had a book infomercial, and he was like, "Hey, all this government money's out here," and he looked like the.
Oh my God! I know exactly what you're talking about.
And the guy would, hey, yeah, you want $35,000 to go back to school? You got to read my book. And he had all this free grant money, and he had glasses on. He looked kind of like Bill Nye, and that's who Seth Rollins reminds me of. I hate those suits. I hate the Seth Rollins.
Actually, he reminds me of you gotta be real old to remember this, but you remember the Micro Machines guy, the one that always talked so fast in the commercial when he was advertised those little bitty cars.
And
hell yeah.
Yeah, he reminds me of that guy every time he comes out because he used to dress like that too.
Like, hamana, Micro Machines, hamana.
That was funny. But yeah, so the guys at WWE now are allowed to tweet about AEW. They can say names, the whole 9 yards. I think it's only a matter of time before we get into a Twitter war between, say, one loudmouth guy over there and a loudmouth guy at AEW. It's probably a matter of time before we get a Twitter war going on between MJF and The Miz. Since they can't cut promos on each other anyway, they
or
must
the
be
Young
Speaking
Bucks and the
of
Usos.
great segue there, Nix. You're getting better. Listen, we got to talk about this promo.
Wow.
MJF did a freaking promo clinic on Wednesday, and we gotta really get into this because the guy came out and show how easy it is to be a face in professional wrestling today. Everybody was chanting his name. He was pandering to the local team. He pandered to the crowd. He even told his woman, "I'll see you later on tonight." Like, he was just really pandering to turn it all around to do great heel promo. This guy has Mike in ring, but on the microphone, he's unmatched in today's standard. Nobody is better on that microphone than MJF.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. When it comes to that microphone, I've gone on record in saying that after that shoot promo he gave us right before he went away, I've gone on record by saying MJF is just a level above Heyman.
And the great thing about it is when he does his interviews, he's still in character in his interviews. He's an even bigger asshole in his interviews.
Even in the autograph signing, he's in character.
Yeah, he don't break kayfabe for nobody.
Like, he just insult you while giving you an autograph. Like, what's with that suit? Take that shit off.
But you know,
Here you go.
That man is exhausted. He's like
he probably see my shirt.
An asshole.
And we all know that he's not like that in real life. That's what makes it even funnier because you know he gets tired.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? He probably see my shirt like, "Do you speak geek?" No, I don't speak geek. I get more trim than you on a weekly day. Like, dude, I'm fucking married. Why would you say that?
Yeah,
That's
that promo he put.
If I gave this dude like
he pandered.
Here, let me aggravate.
Go ahead, Hill.
Here we go. Mission accomplished. I'm gonna have me a yoo-hoo. Shut the fuck up. Take my booty muscle pills.
See, this product placement pushing is getting out of hand. So our girls, Sasha Banks and Naomi, were in New York Fashion Week, strutting their stuff, doing their thing. This may just be a precursor just to get their face back out there again after the whole suspension and stripping of them of the tag team titles after they walked out of WWE. But now that Triple H is running things, they're like, hey, we're ready to come on back and do our thing again. So it's only a matter of time before they do come back. But yeah, them walking Fashion Week, not a bad idea.
And they're posting yoga videos on TikTok.
Oh gosh.
I think it's great that because I think it's great that they be actually being seen because they're going to come back and put on one of their best performances after suspension. Something similar to how I did myself after I came off my suspension. You know, we'll talk to the board later. My contract is up for re-signing here soon, so we'll see how that goes.
Don't worry, we'll put that extension in play first before you sign another contract. Okay,
exactly.
So we're gonna have a Slim Jones bidding war of 2024.
Yeah.
There's
He'll
no
still be in
war.
catering by the
no
time we
war.
get the contract signed, though. He'll still be in catering.
Hey, who knows? He might pop up on the episode of Blurred Over one day, you know?
Oh, shit.
Hey, that would be fire. That would be absolute fire.
What the?
Shout out to KD breaking the fourth wall. Shout out to KD breaking the fourth wall. She just.
I miss my boo and
it's time for a wine refill.
I'm happy now. I'm happy.
Where's your?
I missed like the last.
That's not a wine glass. What is that?
That's a latte bottle.
Yeah, I don't have wine days. Sponsored by Starbucks.
Starbucks.
When are you going to sleep?
Yes, Queen. We got Starbucks.
Well, just to make sure we don't get a sponsor for them, shout out to Starbucks and your mid-ass coffee at your damn premium prices.
Wow.
Wow.
There goes my sponsor.
Just to make sure.
Wow.
I'm actually going to agree with Phil Jones on this one. I prefer the Dunkin' coffee more.
Dunkin' is way better.
Dunkin' tastes
Same.
better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
is
cheaper.
It
better,
tastes like real
period.
coffee.
And you get a fucking donut. Let's go.
Yeah, you don't get donut all the time, man. You can pay for a donut.
The sandwiches are top tier.
And I'm sorry, I'm sorry, but the double smoked bacon sandwich at Starbucks is god tier. I'm sorry, it just is.
Yeah, so's that price. Yeah, we good. We can keep that.
Oh, hey, the only time I even go to Starbucks is like during Halloween for the Frappuccinos.
During Christmas for the cute cups.
Oh, right, yeah.
I will go to Wawa to get my sandwiches.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go to Wawa.
Yeah, Starbucks is god tier. They're definitely god tier. It's gratuity on a different level. They are taxing for that fucking mid-ass coffee. But if we do a sponsorship, you can reach out to Nick's at doyouspeakgeek@gmail.com.
Yeah. shout out to me.
Wait, that was a better one for Dunkin'. Like Dunkin' get at us because we just like gave them everything.
Yeah, we really did. Like, so Ayo Dunkin', hell shit, Krispy Kreme,
Hey,
Trader Joe's,
we even take Krispy Kreme,
Cafe Bustelo, Folgers, Sanka.
I don't know. Krispy Kreme got like the strongest coffee ever. Like their coffee will wake your ass up.
Do they? I don't.
Well, we only have an hour pod.
Kreme.
Yeah, no matter how much sugar you put in it, it still tastes like black coffee.
I've never been there like for actual like fresh donuts before. I've never had a Krispy Kreme donut, like a fresh one.
You never seen a hot donut sign?
And you live where?
I just don't go. The line be so long. It go out onto the street.
That
like,
line is ridiculous. She's not wrong.
Good.
It's worth it.
No,
you're gonna have to come. You got to come down to ATL. There's some Dunkins in that area. We'll get you some.
No, we'll do you better.
No,
we'll
I've been to Dunkin'. I mean Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme. Yeah, that's what I meant. Krispy Kreme.
You're closer to the Virginia border. We'll bring you over here, take you up on Virginia Beach Boulevard, where that joker is massive. And that light just looks like a huge ass neon sign. It's hot. Come get it.
Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and go one day when I have
you gotta
5 hours to wait in line.
You got to film a live and do a taste test of it too.
The trick, Lulu, when you get them, the hot light is on. You don't chew them. You just gotta just bite, and they just like it's always cold.
Just melt in your mouth.
Yeah, you got to just put it in and go all the way down.
Yeah,
that's the suck and chew. That's what I call it. It's the suck and chew.
Whoa, moving right along.
Okay.
The PG era is over.
On to
the PG era is over.
Oh, I forgot to mention. to the team. I'm finally adding a new belt to the collection.
Oh my gosh.
The IWGP World Heavyweight
Which
title.
one are you getting?
The
and you're getting that so you can lose it to me? You're going to get that so you can lose it to me?
So you're getting
we're fighting.
You're getting the 4th edition.
Yes, I'm getting the one that everybody was wearing before they changed it again. I hate that new one.
I want problems always.
It's like if Power Rangers had a title belt, that the latest one would be it.
Yeah.
Go Power Ranger! Sit your ass down.
Oh, by the way, they got a new season coming. It's called Cosmic Fury. It's Zodiac based. It's 12 Rangers in this season.
That's too many.
That's crazy.
Okay, let's put it like this.
And each show represents a Zodiac.
You know what the thing about that is, though, Statty Jones? Well, hold.
Oh, we missed. We lost you a little bit. What you said?
Being healed.
Well. Hold on, Monte. Hold on. These they can beat these monsters, but they can't be PPP loans. Google it.
What is happening? Yo, the good shot tonight.
I'm so tired.
Yo, shout out to my man Austin St. John. He didn't mean to get caught in that shit, y'all. He didn't mean it.
Sorry for me to.
That's the greatest thing ever.
Junie put an interesting thing to talk about real quick. Bobby Fish trying to give Phil Brooks the fade. So Bobby Fish is of course leaving AEW. He's not renewing his contract. Citing why Red Dragon and the Young Bucks didn't ever happen. To that, he said this. Obviously, we knew he was going into things. He was actually, this is about Triple H because he is interested in going back. I don't blame him.
There's too many people.
Because Bobby Fish was like barely used at all while he was there. Saying he's good friends.
And now that Kyle's gone, he ain't got nothing to do.
Right. But the whole thing with Red Dragon and why the Young Bucks didn't happen, he was quoted by saying this. I think the ball was dropped. You know, obviously I'm biased in a certain direction, but like I think you got to know what you have and you got to understand the value of your talent and what you have. To say that the process was mismanaged would be a monumental understatement. We were a proven commodity as a group, proven commodity as individuals, and yeah, I mean, don't screw it up, stupid. Shot from time. But yeah,
Bobby Fish, you're not a main eventer. Let's get that real. Let's get that understood. You're not a main eventer, Bobby. You're not nobody.
Hold on, but he could be a great mid-card champion. Like I can see Bobby Fish as an IC champion.
Great. Mid-card, you're a mid.
Yeah, I could too.
And honestly, unlike Punk, he actually does have some MMA wins under his belt.
Ooh.
Got nothing.
Yeah, Bobby Fish can scrap. I've seen this dude in action.
He's picking low-hanging fruit, man.
Unlike Punk, well, damn.
The shots
are being fired.
They are rampant.
Yeah, we definitely.
I'm not throwing shade at nobody. I'm just speaking facts. Because I've seen Bobby fight. He can scrap.
Yeah.
Well, if you do,
have you seen videos of this dude training in the gym? Like he be kicking the trainer so hard, the trainer be like, God damn, bro.
If Bobby Fish does fight CM Punk, it needs to be in Chicago and not in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Or it could be.
All right, y'all. That's pretty much all the news we got for the night. Let's go quickly around the room, wrap the episode up. KD, since you're with me now in my bubble, final thoughts.
I missed like half of the show. Like the sound was in and out, and I was like, "What he say?"
Like an invasion angle, you know.
So I'll make it up next week. Did y'all talk about Fashion Week?
Yeah, we did. We did.
I missed that whole segment.
Okay, did you want to get final thoughts on that?
No, it's too late. I'll talk to you about it tomorrow.
Talk to me about it.
You know.
With the pod where I like to know your thoughts. You're important.
I mean,
you is smart. You is important.
It's making me nervous seeing them like everywhere but wrestling. Like they don't seem to be thinking about us at all. They seem to be out living their best lives. Everybody is booking them. They walking Fashion Week. They making commercials. They doing Disney shows.
Marvel, hey La, what's going on? La is in the house. What's up, love?
See, even La said talk now.
Hey, talk now.
That big Capricorn Angie, love you, La.
Oh my goodness. I'll be back next week.
Zach Jones, my boy, final thoughts.
Hope AEW turns it around, man. Because WWE looks very interesting this week. AEW looks like they're trying to recover. Just hope they can get it together.
Yeah, that's all hope for the best.
I mean, they off to a good start because they finally gave the Death Triangle a W and have them become the Trio champion. I'm very happy about that. I'm tired of seeing this team lose. They're too good.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Montel, outside of the muscle booty, what you got for me?
That's why it's muscle booty, because it's outside. There we go.
That made no fucking sense at all.
I know. That's why I decided to say it.
Oh man.
But honestly, we're seeing what should have been a renaissance now with wrestling, and we're seeing a lot of amazing things happen. And I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited to see where it goes. Hopefully, if they do the right thing and AEW gets their shit together and Triple H continue doing what he needs to do properly, we're going to have a war of which channel to watch on what days and comparisons. Because back in the day, used to have conversations about which company's wrestler would take on this company's wrestler. So we've seen the forbidden door broken down. I want to see those conversations again, and we're at that point now, and I'm loving it. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. I'm ready for the conversation about they did this, but did you see this shit? Yeah, did you see that shit? I can't wait for that moment in like between AEW and WWE. I can't wait. That's gonna be phenomenal.
Muscle booty.
All right, Hill Jones.
Okay, this week's wrestling rant is brought to you by Muscle Booty protein supplement. I think it takes time. It's going to happen with AEW. There's never going to be
your mic's going in.
Styles of presentation. Let me get closer. Hold on, because can you hear me now?
Yes.
You're welcome. So listen, I think the thing is that it's not gonna be a war because it's two different brands of wrestling: sports entertainment versus professional wrestling. Right? In ring, AEW is better. Money wise and what they put in their production, I would say WWE is better, except for those goddamn camera angles. And I said this last week about can you fix the camera angles? And guess what they did? They start cutting them on like every 1 second. They're cutting to another shot, and it's making me have vertigo trying to watch fucking Raw, and I can't even see the bumps correctly because you keep changing the fucking camera angles. Yes, dude, I'm getting dizzy over here. It's like, I don't know, it's like watching Pokemon back in the day. You need to put an epilepsy warning up before you fucking turn on Raw because they keep changing these camera angles. Like, damn, Triple H.
Yeah, you're right.
What would you like? What would you like, Static Jones? What would you like during the wrestling rant of the week? What would you like?
Oh, boy, here we go.
I would like them to get rid of those crazy 3D graphics, man.
The augmented reality things?
Yeah, like
the ones with like they coming out to the ring. It's too polished, man. And
that's something I expect from NFL on Fox.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like. It looks like Can we please? Can we? I'll keep the augmented reality.
Just
that's fine.
Back the highlight reels for the wrestlers in that Titan
just slow down these camera angles, and we can actually see some in-ring bumps instead of trying to chop these camera angles up to sell a move that's actually shit. Like, come on, if the move is a solid bump, don't do the move in the ring anymore. That's all I have. I landed my plane. You have now witnessed history's Hill Jones out.
Wow.
And he is gone.
Wow.
Lou, if you have it in you, after that shit, take us home.
I love it.
I just hope TK get it together because, I kind of like miss wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm tired of talking about like Punk. He ain't even there no more. We still talking about him. So I'm tired of that. Like, I want the wrestling to be good again. So I'm excited to see what they bring this week. And that's it, really. Oh, also Eddie Kingston is sick. He has COVID. So I hope he gets better soon.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wear his shirt in his honor. There you go. Wear his shirt.
I did. I wore it yesterday.
I know. It's all over your Twitter. I know.
Oh, that's right.
But okay. That was a little creepy.
Oh, she wore the t-shirt on her Twitter. It's like, this is my favorite shirt. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Like, it's the way you said, like, it's all over your Twitter. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like
Brown Chicken Brown Cow brought to you by Muscle Booty. ladies and
Like,
gentlemen.
you're like I could hear the zip ties and saran wrap in your voice with that.
Oh, no, I think your voice.
Wow.
Wait a minute.
That's hilarious.
That's
Yeah,
worse.
no, you're not gonna
Dude,
speed
that's
past
worse than
that like you
heel.
can just say what you just said.
Exactly.
Nick,
You're your own soundbite.
Nick, you like actually added the sounds like you said you was, didn't you? I see you out here.
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to make us, you know, we're at 114 now. I'm trying to push us to like 98. You know what I mean?
I feel that, bro. Top 100 is good.
Yeah,
Hell
absolutely.
yeah.
So, absolutely.
Anybody listening, just know that Nick's and the team, we are working on bringing a pro wrestler on so we can actually have a roundtable conversation with them. So I'm excited for whoever it's going to be.
Yes, because that night is going to be the Slim. The Hill Jones will not be allowed to participate.
I can already see him on the chat later. Like he's gonna be like, "Man, fuck y'all."
He will be barred from the building. He will not be allowed ringside.
Absolutely.
In fact, he's going to be at the concession. Slim.
We will confine him to catering for the evening.
Large soda. I need that from my muscle booty pills. Large soda.
All right, y'all. Well, on behalf of myself, the wonderful KD, Heel Jones, Static Jones, baby, my girl Lucia, and of course my uncle Navy Montel. This has been the Color Commentary Wrestling Podcast. Join us next week. We talk that more shit. And as always, people, goodbye and good night.
Bang!